My name is Lisa, and welcome to your sacred space and welcome to your yoga practice. This yoga practice is all about core and heart, and it is inspired by the Lion's Gate. During this recording, it is Leo season, and we have just approached this area within the sky of the Lion's Gate. And what does that mean? It just means that our sun is currently making a nice alignment to the star, the brightest star in Orion's belt, Sirius. So there's this beautiful time with that alignment. And in astrology, it's this time of manifestation. It's this time of stepping into who you are, your confidence. So this practice will be heart and core led, and it will be a manifestation practice if it feels good for you, intention based. So with that, feel free to come into your comfortable position, whatever that is for you today. And really come as you are. This practice is meant to bring out a bit of authenticity. So if you find yourself somewhere in the practice, just needing to maybe listen, but maybe just find yourself in Savasana, or do a different movement that feels good for you, I invite you to explore your body in your safe space, in your sacred space, for this time period with me, for however long you wish. And if it feels really good to just take a nice big deep inhale, breathe on in. And exhale, sigh it on out. Inhaling, maybe reaching the hands on up. And exhale, bring the hands to prayer. Inhaling. And exhale. Last big deep inhale. Feel free to reach the hands up as high as you wish, melting the shoulders away from the ears, opening up in the heart space. And exhale, bring the hands down to heart space, connecting thumbs to heart. Thinking of what you wish to manifest, what is calling to you at this present moment. And with that intention strong in your mind, in your heart, and in your belly, breathe on in, sigh on out. And feel free to release the hands on down. Coming on to the hands and knees. And again, everything is invitational. If you're in Savasana right now, just like watching this, then this is your time to do so. And if you're joining me, feel free to firm the forearms in towards one another, curl the toes under, and begin to create any shape that feels good. Maybe tracing circles with the heart or with the belly. Maybe tracing circles with the tailbone to the back of your space. Whatever feels good, begin to explore this cat-cow. This is called, I've heard this called a dancing cat-cow, which I actually love. 2 more breaths, inhaling and exhale. And last big deep breath in and sigh out. Beautiful. Go ahead, see if we can bring the big toes together and see if we can just send the tailbone up, tilting the pelvis down, scooping the heart through the gateway of the arms, taking a nice big deep breath in. Exhale, sigh out, stick the tongue out of the mouth. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last big deep inhale. Exhale. That is Simha, lion's breath. Feel free to come into child's pose, bowing on down. Swaying from side to side. Taking a moment to bring it back to your intention that you may be setting for yourself. And maybe there's challenges, obstacles, maybe they're all in the mind. I know for me, when I get anxious, when I get overwhelmed, that's something that I always need to work with. And it's not something we want to bypass, but it is something we want to not let be in the driver's seat of our life. So we'll do a little bit of Simha breath. Coming back into tabletop position, curling the toes under, pressing to the hands and feet, lifting the hips up nice and high, beginning to pedal out the legs, bending through one leg, reaching through opposite heel, allowing yourself to really move in a way that feels good. And if there's anything at all where you feel like I need to let this go, this feeling, maybe it's overwhelm, maybe it's stress, maybe it's fear of starting something new. Take a nice big deep inhale. Exhale, lion's breath. Beautiful. And begin to walk the feet towards the hands, coming into forward fold at the front of the yoga mat. And gently grounding down, stacking vertebrae on top of vertebrae. Coming to standing. Moving in any way that feels good. Rolling shoulders up towards the ears, back down and forward. Inhaling the arms on up, reaching the hands on up. Exhale, bending up and over to the right. Inhale back through center. Exhale, bending up and over to the left. Inhale back through center. Interlace fingers behind you, sending the knuckles on down. Keep a slight bend in the knees, sending the heart up, hips forward. And exhale, go ahead, bend the knees. And just see if you can send the heart on down into your forward fold. Breathing into the back of the neck. Into the back of the heart space. See if you can send the shoulder blades closer together like you're trying to hug a pencil between the shoulder blades. 3 more breaths. Inhaling. And exhale. Breathing in. Sighing it out. Last big deep inhale. Exhale, release the hands on down. Step back into plank pose. Take a nice big deep inhale as you press the floor away. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. You can even do a lion's breath if it feels good. Inhaling. Exhale, sighing it out. Press up and back, downward facing dog. Ooh, pedaling out the legs. Breathe. Let's dive on into our core work now. So see if we can find stillness in our downward facing dog. Grounding down through the left foot, sweeping the right foot all the way on up. And can you send the right knee to the elbow? Inhale, reaching it on up. Maybe we send that right knee. It doesn't have to come all the way, but maybe we can almost imagine like we're sending that right knee between the gateway of the arms, like we're sending our intention through our lion's gate. Inhaling it up and back. And then maybe, as my nose itches and I come into 3-legged dog, maybe we go ahead and we send our right knee
to the left elbow. Maybe we even extend the right foot on out. Maybe we can add on to it by pivoting the left foot on down, sending that left hand up. I know. Breathe wherever you're at. Inhale. Exhale, release your pose. Bring it up and back. And let's take it into the opposite side. That is not an easy practice, but I want you to come at it at your own pace. So grounding down through that right foot. Inhale, sweep the left foot on up. Sending the left knee towards the left elbow. Inhaling it up and back. Left knee towards center. Inhaling it up and back. Left knee to the right elbow. Maybe we stay here, wherever we're at. Maybe we cross it on through, pivoting the right foot on down, reaching the hips and the hand on up. Inhale. Exhale, maybe lion's breath. Last big deep inhale. Exhale, release, reach that left foot up and back. And then can you step the left foot in between the hands if it can't come all the way? Help it on forward. Pivot the right foot on down. Can we maybe walk the hands on up or windmill the arms into our warrior two? Interlacing fingers. Take a moment just to be. Feel the beating in your heart. That was not an easy sequence, but maybe it feels good just to move a little bit. Maybe we stay here, maybe we bring the hands to prayer, but I want you to find an authentic warrior two. Standing in your warrior two that feels authentic. And I invite you to just maybe send one hand forward, reaching the other hand back, kind of dancing in a way that feels really good. Swaying from side to side. Big deep inhale. Gentle exhale. Maybe the hands come up and down. Maybe even incorporate the legs. Breathing in. Exhaling out. 2 more breaths of creative play in your warrior two. Move in a way that just feels authentic, even if that means pausing where you're at. Last big deep inhale. Exhale. I invite you to straighten the leg and come into Trikonasana with me. So straightening that front left leg. Maybe use a block, maybe you don't. Reaching the left hand forward and down as the right hand comes all the way on up. For more of core activation, you can place one hand on the heart, one hand on the core and be like, look, mom, no hands. Really opening up in that heart space, just an option, not a command, or you can find your own way. And that's really about Lion's Gate and being authentic and strong in yourself and who you are. Finding your own way, finding your own path. Last big deep inhale. And exhale slowly, coming on up. Bringing the right heel on in, or heel toeing both feet in. Heels come inward, toes move outward. Lion's breath with Goddess before we go into the opposite side. So inhaling the arms on up. Exhale, lion's breath, bend the elbows, bend the knees. Breathing in. Exhale. Inhaling. And exhale. Last time, breathing in. Exhale. Hold, breathe. Gently engage the glute muscles, finding that balance between the front and the back of the feet. Staying strong, grounding into your intention. Take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale, straighten the legs. Turn both toes to face forward. And then see if we can swan dive all the way on down as I fix my mic pack. There it is. Swan dive all the way on down. Feel free to bend and strain, but to really open up in the heart and get into the core, maybe we do a little bit of twisting. Maybe we send the left hand to center. Maybe we use our block. We send the right hand on up in a twist. We take it into the opposite direction. Maybe we don't have blocks accessible, and that's okay too. We just bend and bend and open, bend and open. Send one hand to the hip, bend one knee. It's really about any shape you wish to create, anything that feels really good here. You're moving, but you're moving in a way that works for you. You don't have to look like me. What you create, the poses you create, asana, the shapes, whatever it is, it doesn't have to look like me. But I encourage you for it to be yours, especially as it's your intention. 2 more breaths. Inhaling. Exhale. Last big deep inhale. And exhale. Go ahead, ground down through the heels of the feet. Come to rise all the way on up. And find warrior 2 on this side. Maybe we take our block with us if we're using it on the opposite side. And then bend on in to the right knee, bringing the right knee towards the pinky toe. I almost got yoga brain for a moment. I'm like, where are we? Coming into any arms that feel good, whether it's pausing or dancing. Maybe it's straightening the front leg or not. Inhaling and exhale. We're going to continue to dance for about 5 more breaths, whatever feels good. Adjusting the feet in any way that feels good. Two more breaths. Inhaling. And exhale. Maybe we feel a little silly, and that's okay. Be silly when it comes to being authentic. There's nothing wrong with feeling silly. Last big deep inhale. And exhale slowly. Feel free to straighten that right leg and come to join me in Trikonasana. Ooh. Opening up in the heart space. Maybe adding on a little bit of core work. Look, mom, no hands. Connecting with heart. Connecting with belly, thinking of our intention. So this is about core stabilization work. We're not necessarily focusing on the outer abdominals. We're focusing on the parts that help balance the pelvic floor muscles, the spine, the major organs of the lower body. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Last big deep inhale. Exhale, come to rise all the way on up. Beautiful. Turn the right toes to face back to the front of your yoga mat. Interlace fingers behind you this time. Send the hips forward, open up in the heart space. And exhale, send the heart on down. Make sure the toes are in alignment. You can even start it again. Yeah, I want to start it again. Not like the actual video practice, but this pose, reminding myself that there's no right or wrong way to do yoga. There are healthy ways that work for us, and there are ways that don't. And I may just place my hands to my lower back before I interlace my fingers and I send my hands up and over, breathing into the heart space. Exhaling on out. Last big deep breath in. Exhale, go ahead, slowly Release the hands on down. Let's go ahead and walk the left foot to meet, or walk the hands to meet the front left foot, hopping onto the ball of the right foot, stepping it on back, taking a nice big deep breath in. Exhale. In plank pose. Last big deep inhale. Exhale, bending on into the knees, pressing up and back. So this is a challenging posture. It requires both heart as well as core. I've been working on it for years, and it's always one day it works, one day not so much. But we're scooping through the gateway of our arms, using our core, opening up in our shoulders. So let's see if maybe you want to watch me first, take a break, take a water break, and then see. Or for those of you who know exactly what I'm talking about, you can join me. So wherever you're at, feel free to bend on into the knees, gaze between the hands. Can you cross and scoop? Sometimes it doesn't come all the way, and that's okay. The key is to kind of cross and scoop it through and come to sit. For those of you who are like, nah, come join me in a seated position. We'll do our last core pose, Savasana. Melting shoulders away from the ears. Feel free to send the hands underneath the knees. As we rise the toes on up. Maybe not, maybe we keep them down. We're coming into boat pose. There might be shaking. We breathe into the shaking, the hard work of our body. Maybe we extend the legs, keep a nice long spine. Maybe we bring the hands to prayer. And we hold it wherever it feels good. For me, it's here today. Take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale, connecting to our intention. Last big deep breath in. Exhale, release the feet on down. Slowly come to lie on down. Last pose that we will be exploring, bridge pose. Feel for the back of the heels with the feet, or just find the heels directly underneath the knees, hugging the knees in towards one another. So when we lift, there's no pressure in the lower back. We're engaging the glute muscles a little bit more. We may need to adjust. Maybe we interlace fingers underneath. It's an option, or come into a pose that works for you, because this is all about exploring our authenticity on the yoga mat. Maybe there's a block underneath, which that's one of my favorite options too. That feels very supportive and good. So it's really up to you where you want to go. I'll leave actually the block there as an option, and we'll hold it here. Breathing in. Exhaling out. Inhaling. And exhale. Last big deep breath in. And exhale. Release on down wherever you're at. And if you may have sweated a little, you sweated a little. That's great. Feel free to hug the knees in towards the chest before we dive on into Savasana. And if there's a pose that you're craving, that you're like, oh, I really wish we did this, feel free to pause the video and do that posture. And from here, let's go ahead and come to lie on down. And I
invite you to envision our sun, our earth, and the beautiful star, Sirius, all in alignment. And it's pouring energy into who you are. All you wish to create, all you wish to cultivate on this earth. This is for healing and illumination. This is for courage and strength in the areas that we sometimes feel we need more support in that. And this is to shine authenticity. Into all that we are, all that we do, even if that means taking rest. Going at our own pace, being authentic to who we are. Visualizing that intention and the energy of the sun and Sirius, that beautiful star shining down on you. And so it is, and so it shall be. From this space, my beautiful yogis, feel free to roll on to your side. If you wish to end the practice with me, or you can stay here for as long as you wish. I thank you so much for joining me. I want to take a moment to say thank you, and I hope that you thank yourself. You are worthy of all that you dream, all the good and blessings that you have and will have. May you have a beautiful Lion's Gate portal, August the 8th. More of these videos to come. If you enjoyed the practice, feel free to let me know in the community or comment section. And of course, feel free to support the channel by liking and subscribing when you are ready. Thank you again, my lovelies, and I will see you next time. Om Shanti Shanti Peace. Namaste. Bye for now.